Very important. So just check yourself. See what you got. Did I earn all 4 points?
Yes.
Put a score at the top. Out of 4. 4 out of 4, 3 out of 4, 2 out of 4, 1 out of 4, 0 out of 4. To see how you would have done if this was the exit ticket. No. Count it. Let me show you per unit, okay? Alright. Raise your hand if you got 4 out of 4. Alright. If we do not have our hands up right now, something has to change and we have to fix something. So keep in mind, look at the point that you missed and didn't get, and make sure that we fix it for the next problems, okay? Alright. Now, if you're looking at your handout, here's what I want you to realize. Go ahead and look at the board. I don't have everybody looking at the board. That way you know what you're doing now. Alright, so on this very first page that you're working on, it is only dealing with horizontal and vertical translations. On the back, it is only dealing with reflections. So it would not be smart for us to go in order and do the first page first and the second page second. Instead, I want us to be jumping through, that way you get a little bit of practice for both types. Because on the exit ticket, you will see both types. So right now, let's go ahead. Instead of going to the second one there, let's move to this back page and work on the first one. The first one there is the one that you're now going to do again as practice and see if you can earn all 4 points. The step here is, again, this tells me what the transformation is. So I want you to look at the sheet. Do not shout it out, write it on your paper. I'm going to give you a total of 5 minutes here. Use this chart here because it gives you what to do. You're going to graph both equations, giving the new function, and the transformation. 5 minutes on the clock. I will put the steps on the board again. So if you're lost on where to start, step number 1 is always the same. I need you to graph the OG function, the original one, f of x. So graph the original function first. And we're doing this silently. So if you need any help, go ahead and call me over. Do not ask your partner. Not yet.
So it's on the outside, which means that it's only going to affect this. You okay, Mr. Garcia?
Here, focus up, guys. Don't get distracted, don't get distracted. Focus up. It's okay, it's okay. Alana, it's okay. Focus up. Not right now. Focus up. Focus up. Start writing. Start writing. Ruben, start writing. So, look at this one. Where's the negative? It's not whatever, huh? It's not that one. Look at this. So, notice it tells you that changes in the slope and the so the slope here is positive. I'm going to make it negative. And it's called geodex. Like the one, call it geodex. So geodex equals that. So change both x. That's f of x. That's the old one. Call it the new one. At the name. Geodex. Here's the rule. This is what we look. If I see a form like this one, all I have to do is change the sign of the slope and the y-intercept. That's it. So I change the sign of the slope. The y-intercept is negative 1. What should I change? I'm changing the sign of it. Yeah, positive. And then graph that one. So are you using your sheet or no? Perfect. That's it. And now remember the function is supposed to be g of x. Then 1 equals that, and then I graph. You did change the slope, as you should have, but I have a negative on the outside. It's just when I changed the sign of the slope, which you did, and the y-intercept. You didn't change the slope, but you did. But it was good. Crystal?
Is this
To the right, that's perfect. Yep.
Is this the one we
That's when you play that in for x. Now, remember, we're still working silently. You still have about 2 minutes on this problem only. If you do finish early, this is where now you can begin working on the other problems. You should have 4 left after this. Begin working on those. We are going to grade them in a little bit. Perfect. Yeah, move on to this. Make sure that when I'm coming around that you labeled your equations, okay, when you graph them. G of x or f of x. And then I change the sign. Well, here's my trick, right? I changed the sign of my slope. What you did, right? You made a negative. And the y-intercept. So what's y-intercept here? Now you see that's how we change it. Okay, so I use this. Change the sign of the slope, what you did, and now that's my equation, now you graph it. Good job. So graph it now and you're just getting right away. What was the y-intercept of this one? Yeah, so start at up here, arriba, at the y-intercept. Well, remember the y-intercept is on the y-axis, so I plot the first, that's my y-intercept. And then from there, I get my slope. The slope is negative over what number is divisible? 1. So I go down 2, and I go to the right one. Yep, just like that. So this is where you go. Eso, como one eso. And here's my trick. I change the sign of the slope and the y-intercept of this function. So the slope is positive, which is negative. I change the slope, the y-intercept. -1, what should I make it? And that's my negative. So you use the strategy, you get the new function right away, graph it, and you're done. Good job. But my graph is I'll start at 1. What am I doing? Going down to here, this is going up. So this is part of the slope. You see the graph on the board. Just a new graph. Alright. Maths.
Yes!
Alright, wherever you're at right now, pause, and I want you to look at the board, because again, I want you to grade yourself and see how you would have done if this was the exit ticket. So pause wherever you're at, especially if you move forward already. Go back to the original problem. The first one on the second page. Let's go ahead and now grade each other, see how you would have done. Eyes on the board. On this question, at the very top, the first point will be from the correct equation, the correct explanation, and both functions that I need there. So grade yourself on the board. Make sure that you have the correct function there, the correct transformation, and both lines like that. Remember, only give yourself the point if your line is labeled. You have to label it. So for next time, you have to label it, right? Because if not, I won't get the point. It's easy. Just grab it and then you okay, for next time you have to fix it, right? Alright, maths. Anybody got on this one a total of 4 points still? Okay, if we didn't get our 4 points, again, something has to change and we have to figure out how to get to that last point. Alright, with that being said, listen up. Now, I'm going to give you the freedom of moving along through any of those problems that you want. There are 4 left. You may choose to do whichever ones you want in whatever order, but to ensure that you're working, I'm going to have us start silently first. I'm going to give you a total of 5 minutes on your own. Work on another problem, whichever one you feel you need the most help with. After that, I may allow us to work in partners if I see that we're working hard. So right now, you're working on another problem. I'll leave my steps up here still. You're still working silently. You're still looking to earn those 4 points. Time has started. Now, go ahead and begin independently. Step number 1, if you're lost, graph the OG. Look at f of x and graph that right away. Start there. Graph f of x.
No. Did you grab that? I got it the wrong way.
I do have an extra like this. Let's go. Fast.
Passing the letter from the.
No, Drew, you did it right.
No, you did it correct. Remember, you did it perfectly correct because I knew this is for X. So we did it for 3. And then, well, this one looks like this one. Sorry, this one. Minus one number, and then it's going to the right. The units. In this of C here, I have 2. I'm going to the right because it's a negative. So it's just 2. 2 units. I use this with the original one. Like this one. It was a vertical translation down 4 units. I knew it because of this. Not because of the wider stuff, because of this.
Oh, man, it's
Maths. I'm gonna say this one last time. Keep your comments to yourself. Do not add noise to the class. Kenny, focus up.
With the function, I just changed the sign of the slope. So negative 2x plus 4t, negative 2x. I just changed the sign of the slope. That's it. I don't multiply by anything. I just change the sign of it. I just change the sign. So there's 2, I make a negative 2 and minus 2. So not 1, minus 2. All that I do is just change the sign of the slope. The slope equals 2, I make it negative 2. That's it. That's all I do. This one.
Can you explain it in the this right? I'm not supposed to go to the right. You hit up there. Started on highway 4. Go down. Go up 2 units, right? 14 units, right? I see.
Okay, so now let's move on to the most important part. Right now, you only have 1 point and it's been like 3 minutes. Let's move on to the next part. Right, so let's focus on that. Okay, show me. What's the g of x equals? I will start there. It's my new function. G of x equals.
Is it gonna be like this on the test? Like the way the graph is? No.
On the
Like the numbers?
Yeah, they got this good job. Now put a line through it and label it. That one's called f of x. The numbers will just be just random. Not the same exact words, but just every word. You still be able to graph. Okay. Let me go check on that email to make it. Which one? I'll make it 1, and then I go up 1, and I'm just ready to the right. The equation might not be right. I know what you did. I plug in this for x. So 3 parentheses, x minus 2 plus 3, and then go from there. This one, to grab the new one, yeah. You don't know the value. At least come over the equation, go back to the graph. Just come over the equation. That's it, right? So now all you have to do is combine this number with this number and make your final one and 2. And then that's it. I'm going to go down the board right now. So I'm going to on that one and work with them. Because I'm going to go over this one. It will show up again because and I want you to understand from here that we then practice. Okay? So once we're done, we'll come back to it. Okay. So this time, I'm also going to go over the board, but I want you to see what happens, right? On this one, you knew what f of x is, so I used it. I put f of x and then minus 4, which then gets you to the equation. On this one, though, I wouldn't also know what to do, but here's the trick. I want you to use this function, because you was going to be called t of x, but instead of writing x, I'm going to plug this in. So 3, I'm going to leave a space there for x. It still has plus 1, but again, instead of writing x, I'm going to plug this in for x. X minus 2. And from there, I simplify. For this one, show me how we're doing on this one. It's similar to that one. Show me the first step here for the function h of x. Notice I'm going to use this as well. So like I did this one. I use the same function, instead of x, I put parentheses.
Right here as well. H of X equals. Yeah, right on everything, but when you have that, just create open parentheses. And it's made right function. Because what do you plug in for that? There you go, that's what's good. So now you know what that's what the hours are. Turn it on.
All right. Maps.
Yes.
We have only until about 2 p.m. to finish practicing here. Right now, what I want you to do is, if you're feeling confident in yourself and your abilities, keep working independently. Some of us don't, and I see it already.